taking a look at Los Angeles.
Offensively, defensively, they've just been the better team in each of the first two meetings. They know a win tonight is a real possibility, but don't let your guard down.
I don't know if you have a coin there, but the other side of it would be that their opponent has been licking its wounds from the first two outings, plotting revenge.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Outside Paul. And that one drops for him.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Stoudemire. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Pass to Leonard to end the run. And he banks in the layup.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
And Paul gets it to go.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Steps back. Here's George. Here's Leonard. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Kawhi operating in the painted area. So tough to stop.
Here's Paul. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Here's Paul. He's got 10. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. It's George on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 6.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Oh my. The air is thin from out there, but I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
Leonard finds some space. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. 6 points for him.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Lets it fly. Pass to Gordon. Back to Leonard. On the take. And the dunk by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Durant. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
George with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Back to Leonard. Puts one up from 19. Again, the miss by Leonard.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Pass to Stoudemire. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
They now take the lead. George has gotten his third basket of the night.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Booker fires from way outside. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Ayton. And another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And there's the screen. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. George, good. George has got 11 points.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Durant, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Good work there as it goes. Griffin's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more in this game. He's been tireless.
Pass to Baisley. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
First free throw is good. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA. And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again. Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And here's Booker. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Here's Griffin. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, Griffin staying strong down low, even when he knows the hit is coming. Great concentration and toughness shown there.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Griffin's got 10 points in the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Booker fires from way outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Shot to stop the run. And the Suns miss again. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Here's Griffin. And Biyombo over to help. Griffin's shot is off.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Kept alive.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Pass to Baisley. The 3-ball. Covington grabs the board.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Now here's Booker. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And Griffin slams it in.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Shot to end the cold streak. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, B.A., and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league, like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Outside Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Griffin. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Griffin slams it in.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
The kick to Durant. Here's the 3. On target from range. Durant's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Griffin's shot is off. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Out to the wing. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Griffin slams it in.
You can see that combination of size and skill, and Blake Griffin right now on a roll.
Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
With 1 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Ayton. Puts it up. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Ayton's got his second bucket on the night.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
And Griffin slams it in.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Here's Stoudemire. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Here's Westbrook. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. And he trims the lead to single digits. Paul's got 12.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you earn a trip to the line out of it.
Up top, Durant takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Here's Griffin. And a nice finish on the layup. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
On the wing, Durant. Pass to Stoudemire. Oh, great D that time from Griffin.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Pass to Stoudemire. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Down low. And here's the fast break. And Griffin slams it in.
Now, Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out. A huge target on the fast break.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Left side Booker. 6 on the shot clock.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And he makes both free throws. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Outside Booker. There's the triple. Plumlee pulls down the board.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
They get the rebound. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I can't imagine the fans have ever rattled Kawhi Leonard when he's at the free throw line. Heck, when he's on the court at any point, it's impossible to make that guy crack.
Good on both.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And Biyombo with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Leonard. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Pass to Booker. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Mann. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
Here's Baisley. It's Booker on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Goes up again. Oh, and he got... fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The first one falls. That one's no good. It's George with the drive. And the jam by George.
Well, showing off those long strides, really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy. and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the away team, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
That one's off. And he sinks the second.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Left side Durant. Over Leonard. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for you, Suns dancers.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's man. Leonard, right side. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 21 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Kicks it to George. 3-pointer. Leonard with the ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game. When they get chances at the line, they make you pay. I mean, their free throws have helped maintain this lead.
Durant, no good. George with it. Durant covering. Double team on Leonard. George has the open look. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Well, the naming of the NBA's 75th anniversary team was a fun event last season. That sparked plenty of conversation, Brent.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see how it is the NBA settled on 75. So many memorable players throughout the decades. But I really enjoyed the event. I really enjoyed seeing all of those players once again getting together to be celebrated for all of their accomplishments and for building the foundation of what the NBA is today.
Here's Paul. Deflected.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee, hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
And Leonard with the strong finish.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And the Suns miss again.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Fires top of the key. The shot comes out. And Phoenix the other way now.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Pass to Highland. Here's Griffin. Nice move. And Griffin slams it in.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
From about 19. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Back to Westbrook.
In the game, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the game.
Assist from.
Yeah, nice job there from Griffin as he excels in pick and roll play. His movement after the screen, so tough to get him off track.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Pass to Durant. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook outside. And Westbrook draws the double. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
To the inside. And Griffin slams it in.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Off the inbound. Oh, denied by Durant.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Offensive rebound. On the wing, Durant. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. It's going to go on Paul George.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
Phoenix foul.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Just 5 to shoot. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. First one falls for him.
Suns foul.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. To the middle. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. There's 6 seconds left in the final quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Off target. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking.
Rugged man, rugged man, rugged man, rugged man, rugged man, rugged man.